My first surrounded claim is that Israel is not committing apartheid or genocide. Genocide is the intent to eliminate a population. Now, might not be successful. So their intent was to eliminate the entire population.
Jubilee is a propaganda machine that's used to manufacture outrage and turn this political discourse into some sort of memes. They literally have it in their bio. Binge watching another video. You guys are not making relationship slop 20v1 videos. No, you guys are genuinely making videos of two warring countries. And they always make sure that they are going to choose on the panel some of the dumbest college students ever. Instead of actually choosing people who are well knowledge about these topics, they always make sure that they are choosing a side but not telling people they are actually choosing a side. Great example, this video. From the outlook, it genuinely looks like this is just an innocent video that's just neutral for people to debate on. But the guy sitting on the panel is literally an IDF soldier. The guy is well versed about the topic, at least the propagandized version of it. But look at the people he's going against. College students
saying that Gazans were given warning to leave their homes before they get bombed.
This is true.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've heard.
Well, I was in Gaza and I saw this happening with my own eyes.
I'm just shocked that you're defending that again and again.
It's actually what happened. Does that
and
mean
what you're saying it's okay?
No, it's not okay that we were in war.
If you're in 2026 and you genuinely think that propaganda looks like this and not straight up just Israel coming out using IDF soldiers to call a literal genocide war, and also deliberately choosing on the panel people who are not well versed about the topic at hand, which is the genocide in Gaza, I don't really know how to break it to you, but we're not in 1920s Germany anymore. These people are literally systematically bombing places and claiming them as their own land.
That Gazans were given warning to leave their homes before they get bombed.
This is true.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've heard.
Well, I was in Gaza and I saw this happening with my own eyes.
Fun fact, did you know that in 1920, Hitler actually gave warnings to the Jews to get out of Germany? And what were these warnings, you might ask? It was not direct, hey, get out of my country. It was systematic, limiting to jobs, forcing to live through financial crises, heavy taxing of their businesses, and even introduction of the J stamp. What is that, you may ask? To know that you're a Jew. Now, if you ask a 1920s Nazi soldier, well, that's a pretty big warning. And even using the media to run ads on, hey, Jews, you know you're not supposed to be in Germany right now, so some great advice will be probably to move out. Now, does that get a pass as a really, really, really big warning? And especially covering and justifying what happened to the Jews right after that. With that context, I'm pretty sure everyone would probably say no. And what is even the point of this debate against Palestinians and Israelis in the first place is to make the whole topic a binge-worthy type of video and not straight up, people are getting killed in Palestine, what should we do about it? I do not trust this Lee guy at all. This thing did not start yesterday. This is exactly what he was up to 7 years ago. What do you mean? Can a Palestinian and Israeli see eye to eye? Click the video to watch.
It sounds like you're saying one Jewish life is worth hundreds or thousands of Palestinian lives.
Not million. One Jewish life, it's 10 million, okay?
That just sounds racist.
Yes, I know. I know, but this is the truth. Because God chose us. Because of this, you are jealous.
My first claim, one German life is equals to 10 million Jews. Hey, Hitler, isn't that just racist? No, think about it. The Lord blessed all Germans to be able to grow a great mustache, except the blacks, they don't count. Do you think God will give us white skin if he did not think we're just better? Exactly, that's why blacks struggle and whites don't. Hashtag destroyed.
Now, I don't consider you to be an invader, but you should know that Plishtim, Palestinian, literally in Hebrew, means invaders. Now, you talked about colonization, decolonization, indigenous populations. On the territory that was the indigenous population, being the Hebrews, the Jews, the Israelites, that was colonized by different empires, there was never a country that was built on top of it since. It was always in the hand of foreign empires until it was revived to being the land of Israel. Now, I do support indigenous liberations all across the world. The Tibetans, the Yazidis, the Kurds, the Aboriginals.
Okay.
Now, there's different types of indigenous liberations. Some populations want a state, some populations don't want a state.
So there was a sovereign state of Palestine.
There was not a sovereign state of Palestine. There was a British mandate of Palestine.
Okay, but there were still people who identified themselves as Palestinians.
Sure, I don't have a problem you identifying yourself as Palestinian.
So what I'm trying to say is that there were people actually, you don't even need, technically under international law, you don't need to have a sovereign state in order for it to qualify as occupation. An occupation can be imposed on people who are not a part of a sovereign state, but of a collective identity, who have had, as you said earlier, a continuous presence on that land.
You genuinely cannot make this up. I want you to guess what Jew in Germany means, especially the slang of Germany means. Snitch, traitor, cheap. Now, should the world take this as face value and say that all Jews are traitors or snitches or just straight up cheap? Absolutely not, but I don't really know why they are using neo-Nazi talking points to straight up defend themselves. I'll give it to her. This is one of the only people that I saw that was actually holding their own on this debate. A lot of the people who were on this panel were straight up just spewing the nonsense that they have had for the past 2 years, not even doing the research that's needed. Jubilee has this manipulative trick that they keep on using. Exhibit A, this video that happened literally yesterday. Timpool is actually a right-wing podcaster. But when this video was originally posted, they called him a moderate. You cannot make this up. They keep on posting these titles with malicious intent. They did the same thing with the Jordan Peterson situation, in which he was absolutely humiliated, but that's a story for another day. The first title was One Christian versus 20 Atheists, and then changed to Jordan Peterson versus 20 Atheists. You cannot make this up. They are not retarded. They know what they are doing. Anyways, that's it for today's video, so peace out and subscribe. That's if you want to. But I genuinely know you do.